Welcome to glitterbuzzstyle. This video is my starting process of IUI, the beginning stages for me. I recently had an HSG testing, and basically that is where they check your fallopian tubes and make sure that they aren't blocked, because I had a myomectomy to remove fibroids, so they wanted to make sure that everything was clear before I started the IUI process. And that procedure was similar to a pap smear, and they actually put dye inside your uterus as well, just so they can get a wider outlook on your insides. So before the procedure, I had to take, I believe it was Advil 90 minutes before, and then I had to take a fleet enema, which I did not do. I was thinking it was just a pill, but I didn't know actually, you're inserted. So I did not do that. I just took a regular laxative, and I took a regular laxative, and I made sure that I ate really light the day before, because my appointment was at I think it was like 9 a.m. so it was early. So the day before I ate very light, nothing heavy, and I constantly drank water like over 8 glasses within the day. So I did that, and I took a laxative early that day just to clean myself out, because I didn't want to do the fleet enema. And the HSG test was uncomfortable. It didn't hurt. I know a lot of people say that it does hurt because they really go inside you, and I was a little nervous because it was going to be a male doctor, and I don't know, it seems like a lot of male doctors do that procedure. So I was feeling uncomfortable that it was going to be a male doctor, but he was like an older man, and like grandpa-ish, so I felt okay. He made me feel comfortable. So it was uncomfortable, the procedure, not with him so much, but just the whole process of it. So that is a step that, if you're looking toward IUI, I'm not sure if it's for IVF, but I know for IUI, that is what I had to go through. I would say it was no more than 15 minutes. I was just more panic in my head, and it was not painful at all. I took the Advil. I took the Advil 3 hours before, and then I took it again, just one pill, an hour before I had to go in there. So I was like totally relaxed. My body was chill. So that's what I would recommend. And I got my results back, and they said I was good to go. So IUI is what I decided to do, because the IVF, I felt that being that I just had a myomectomy almost 6 months ago, I couldn't do so much to my body. So I'm just going to start with IUI, and the needles were just bothering me, just the thought process, watching other YouTubers out there, women who have gone through the process, the stress level. I want to just take baby steps with this. So IUI is what I have decided, what we have decided to do. And the cost of IUI is a little cheaper than IVF, so hopefully it will be successful for us, because we're only able to do 2 cycles. That is recommended by the doctor because of my age. So we only are able to do 2 cycles, and then if it doesn't work, we will have to move over to IVF. So the IUI, I have Overdrill shot that I have to take, and that cost me, we don't have insurance for this, because we're not married, so we're just in a partnership. So it costs about $52.83, and I am with RMA New York. They have an RMA New Jersey, but we've been going to RMA New York because we have a friend that works there, but we're not getting a discount. She just works there, so she recommended that it's a good facility to really get started in. So that was the cost of the injection, and I take the injection on the 8th cycle. So I have to call to start monitoring next week. Today is Thursday. I think it's the 28th, I think. So I have to go for my first monitoring next week, my first day of my period. So the first sight of a red flow is when I go and I start monitoring. Well, when that's where they would just do blood work, and I will have to go back on the 8th cycle to get the overdrill injection, get the overdrill injection that the nurse is going to do. I thought I was going to do it, but they said that they will do it. Now there's other shots as well, but that's what they wanted me to take. And then I'm going to take Clomid pills to start my ovulation, to make me produce, you know, more, I guess, ovaries, I'm assuming. And then on the 12th cycle, it's when they put the sperm in me. So that is what we're looking for, to get a positive reaction with that. So I go next week. I'm a little anxious, excited, nervous. That's my emotions about it. And it's the monitoring is from 7 a.m. to 8:30, and I think it's about 15-20 minutes. So I just wanted to go over the IUI with you guys, just to let you know a basic rundown of the pricing. So for daily monitoring, this is with the company that we're using. The office visits it's $75 a visit. The ultrasound is $200, and the IUI itself is this is per visit now. The IUI is $175. And the sperm isolation wash is $130. Then this is per visit. So the evaluation and management office visit is $40, and then that does not include blood work and other injections that you have to take. All that is billed separately through the company we're using. So it is more affordable, you know. Hopefully it works, because after 2 cycles, like I said, if it doesn't work, then we're going to have to go with IVF. And the price range that we have here and is about $16,000, and there's still additional costs with that. So that's just like the basic office visit, ultrasound, cycle management, the insemination, embryo transfer, but there's still other things that you have to do that's going to be like $4,000 or $5,000 and stuff. So it will cost a lot of money. So we're hoping that IUI works. So right now, what I've been doing in the process for, I would say, the last 2-3 months, I've been really trying to work on my diet, and it's something that I definitely have already been consistent with the fibroids. And I'm going to do a second part of this video because I don't want to make it too long of a video. But the most important things that they want me to eat, that should be a part of my diet that I've been doing. I'm just going to also show you a little foods that I have that's been helping me. Hopefully, if pregnancy becomes a success, then I know it definitely worked. So the only issue I'm having is the 3 meals a day, because you know they want me to eat three meals a day, and sometimes I can't get 3 meals in, and the most important meal is breakfast, so I definitely try to get that in. Definitely 8 cups of water a day. I'm a seltzer water drinker. I'm not much of a water drinker. Like, I'll drink water, but 8 glasses a day. I have to really schedule it in my phone, like to remind me, okay, every hour, you know, drink this glass of water. I do have my prenatal vitamins, my iron, my folic acid. I am eating a lot of avocado, kale, Brussels sprouts, spinach, oranges. Calcium is a big thing that I definitely try to intake. I'm not a milk person so much, so I do have yogurts, cheese, again, kale, broccoli. I've been eating sardines and anchovies And that's probably gross to you guys, but I already love it. So it was just like a no-brainer when I saw that I have to eat that. And for iron, I don't eat red meat. So the beef I don't do. I do a lot of shrimp. I do a lot of chicken, a lot of fish, eggs, oatmeal. I definitely love oatmeal. So try and invest in that. And all brand cereal. So I into Raisin Bran cereal, so that for me is like my go-to. My omega-3s, salmon, sardines, anchovies, again, halibut, walnuts. I've been loving walnuts, and ground flax seeds. Other seeds that I'm not really into, so I try to make up for it with the salmon, the anchovies, and the sardines, and limiting my coffee. That's how it's been the hardest, but I went cold turkey, and it's not like I need coffee. It's not like I'm craving for it, but it's like, oh, it's there. Let me just have a cup. So I usually just have 1 cup, maybe 1.5 cup. Haven't really had Starbucks lately, but Starbucks is very strong, so I kind of eliminate that. Juice, I'm not really a juice drinker. Once in a while I'll have orange juice and apple juice, but I've even cut that out. We have like a ton of apple juice that I don't even drink, so it's just sitting here. Fried foods, I'm not a fried food person. I kind of eliminated that in my life. I do a lot of baked food. Every now and then I do love my Popeyes chicken, so I may have that probably like once or twice in a month, but it's very limited. And a lot of whole grain and carbohydrates and whole wheat tortillas, which I haven't really gotten, but I love rice, and I know they want me to have brown rice, so I've been eating a lot of rice cakes with the brown rice, so that's been helping. So I'm really focusing on really getting my diet and stuff in order. And of course, I'm a champagne margarita cocktail drinker, so I've been limiting that, doing amazing with that, going out, and not even going out often, but when I do go out, limiting that to 1 drink, which is very hard because you get that first drink, you're like, oh my god, this is so good, can I just get another bartender, you know, can you, like, you know, but it's like, just stick with the 1, girl. Just get the strongest drink and just hold it, sip it, sip it, sip it very slow. So I'm going to show you the food items that I have that's been working for me, and maybe you could go and find it for yourself in your IUI journey. So it's really loud in here because I have dogs and I want them to stay asleep. Oreo, I don't want them to interrupt. So this is my cereal here. This is what I've been loving. This is Raisin Bran Crunch. Now this has the raisins in it, and it has like a little sweetness with the crunch, so I usually love having that. Force myself to get bottles of water so I can take it on the go because I am not a water drinker at all. Okay, so please excuse the refrigerator, but these are the cheeses. You get this at Walmart. Just rack up on a lot of cheeses because I'm not a milk drinker. Ton of eggs here. I love this avocado dip, so when I want to snack on like pretzels and stuff, I usually get this avocado dip, and it's really good. And these are the sardines. I know, these are the anchovies actually. These are the anchovies that I get, and these I got from Walmart, and these are from Target. These are sardines. So I kind of use them in a day or two, and because there's an expiration date on it, so I kind of use them really quickly. I put them in my salad, and I cook them so it tastes much better when it's cooked. This is my kale right here. I can eat, this is Walmart. I could get so many good uses out of this. Get tons of bag. There's cranberry juice, which I don't really drink anymore. Then I have this. Everything really has to be whole milk, so I get little puddings that I can get my milk from, this calcium source. And these are really neat. These are new. I might pick these up. So these are whole milk, little like yogurts, because I'm not a milk drinker. So we got this. I haven't tried this yet, but it should be good. And this I love. This is another product from Dannon, and this is another whole milk yogurt type of thing, and it tastes really good. And there's more anchovies and cheese in there. My shot that I have to take. That's my injection. And this is amazing carnation milk. Not a milk drinker, so this really helps vitamin D, and it tastes amazing with oatmeal. And this is my favorite shrimp. I just get a ton of these, and I just mix it with kale, or I just eat them, you know, cook them. I bake them, or I'll do it on the stove. I'll cook them, and I'll eat them with my salad. So this is my oatmeal that I love, and look, it already has walnut in it, so I've been already eating this for a while, like for years. So now I'm getting the ingredients that I love. Obviously it's a little sweet, but it's really healthy, and it's good for breakfast in the morning. Eat it with some bananas and strawberries. Here's walnuts. And peanut butter. Now this is really good with the rice cakes. Like if you get plain rice cakes, you can just put this on your rice cakes just to give it some flavor and taste. And it's such a good snack that you'll just probably eat the whole bag like I do. Oranges, oranges, oranges. We got plenty of oranges, and I try to eat an orange a day. I'm a fruit lover, so it's really good to eat an orange because it's healthy for you, and it's gonna help with the baby. So even though I have those few items here, I do find myself getting the bad things like this, and like this right here. Look how much of a mess it looks. I've actually had like 2 back-to-back, and it was not a good experience in the bathroom because just wasn't. So that is just a little bit of my IUI. This is Jules. Hi, Julia. Hi, Julia. Oh, you woke up. Okay, guess my video's over. Okay, no biting. So if any of you ladies have any questions, any tips with the process of IUI that you want to share, I want to make sure I document my experience from the beginning to the end. And you could check out a lot of Facebook groups too that have a lot of information on it, and a lot of females that are going through the same thing if you need some support. And I will make another video as well. Okay, thank you ladies for all your support, and thanks for watching Glitterbuzz Style.